Alright guys, today is going to be a quick devlog on the Inside Job VR game that I'm working on. So I'm currently trying to make the training map for this, so when you start the game you have the option to do a training room and kind of get a feel for how the guns work and how the game plays out, kind of start the story off as well. I was running into some troubles with some performance, so what I started doing was I made this little kit called the Ultra Low Poly Kit. It is a blockout tool, but I also use it to modify some meshes because in VR every try counts, every draw call counts. Even in mobile games, every single thing counts for performance. So what I did was I took some of these are like the dividers, and I minimized the triangles with this kit right here. So I'm going to do the same with the coffee table. You'll see the coffee table here. If I look at it, you'll see there's 3,619 triangles in that, and I don't want to have that many. So what I do with this kit is I can come over. I have it for sale because I kind of put it up for sale and didn't rename it in this project. This is where it all came about. So in here I have the lowest possible geometry meshes for basic things in here, and there's a bunch of other stuff as well, but I'm going to grab a cube. And I know the triangles are really low, under 20. There's only 12. And I also have like a wall that's only 2 triangles. So this is the absolute lowest triangles that I can possibly make without going into Blender and using the decimate tool. And that just makes it look a little wonky. So what I like to do to get rid of them tries, so I like to kind of match up this coffee table. I don't like going into Blender because I like doing everything inside Unreal. Just a preference. So I'll duplicate the coffee table, bring it over here, bring this over here, and I'll mess around with this to get it pretty close. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm making my own. Kind of want it to be my own thing. So I'll bring that up here, copy and paste it. Control W if you're in Unreal 4. Then I will do the same thing and duplicate it again. Drag it over here. Come down here like that. Like I said, you don't want to completely duplicate whatever you're working on. You kind of want to give it your own flair, and I'm going to at the end probably. I'll bring it into another modeling program and make it nicer, but for now this is going to be perfect for what we're doing. Duplicate it again, rotate it 90. Nice to have these snaps on at 5 degrees, and you can get that perfect 90-degree angle. Bring it over here. And what am I missing? Over here, duplicate this one. Drop it down. Bring this over. And we got some table legs as well. So I got a cylinder. It's not quite a cylinder, but it's low poly. Actually, I could even use a cube. I think the cube is smaller. 24 and 12. I think for this I'm going to go with the cube again. Just because. I'm going to scale that at 0.2 and 0.2, maybe even lower, 0.04, and then I'll go up from there. 0.04 is fine for scale. Scale that down like this, bring it up, just like that, bring it over. 3D space, you got to be careful. It looks like you're right on, but you could be way off. So we'll get it as close as possible just for you guys. Just like that. Nice. Take a look at it like this. Grab the wrong thing there. Make sure it's not coming up to the top. It's not. And that looks okay. And then I'm going to make these legs. So I'll duplicate the centerpiece, bring it over here, scale it down, Drop this down like this. Close enough. Duplicate this over here. Try to get this close. I think I messed the other one up on the other side. I'll get to that in a second. Bring it back over closer. I think it has to go this way some. It just has to be right within reason. There we go. I'll grab this one too. Where's it at? Grab this one. And hold shift and grab this one. I'll duplicate those. Drag them over and then we'll have 4. It's a little extra work, but if I can save 2,000 tries, I'm going to do it. And then for the top piece, I'm going to use the two-sided wall. I think it's 10 tries or less. This one is 4 triangles. Nice. So two-sided, nice plane. Drop it down, rotate it over, bring it up. And we'll put the top on the table. So just like this. Get this within relative shape. Something like that. Then the other coffee table right here. I'm going to delete that off of there. And then we got our own table. I'm going to bring it back for a second. Okay, and delete it off. So I'm going to make this here. I have inside this kit, there's some super simple mesh or super simple textures and materials. So I have like the default blacks and whites and red, everything that you could want to use. There's also a grid one there. I'm not going to use that. This one here, and I'm going to assign that color to this here piece as well, and the legs. Assign that to them. This one as well. And I think the table was a white color, so I'm going to give this the same thing. Grab all these. I have my own colors that I made, so I'm going to assign those as well. Two. And then I want to get this closer. You guys would also want to take some time and see how these are kind of clipping together. I don't know if you can see it right here in the corner. You want to shrink these down and make them not clip together. So spend some time on this. I'm just doing this for explanation. Get the tabletop on. Too much overhang. So yeah, it doesn't look as pretty as the original one, but you're gonna save a ton of tries. Like if you look at my prims here, you see there's 83,000. If I get rid of this table, it saves me 10,000, but in game it's probably gonna be more. So 86,000. So if I join in the game, it's 192, and I'm trying to keep it under 300k. So if I get rid of that, it saved me a ton. We're talking like 160-ish, 160-ish. So I'm almost 8,000 or 9,000. So that's what I'm looking for. So what I do is I'll get rid of this one. Then I'll take this table. So I'll take all these cubes. I should have grouped these in a folder to begin with, but that's okay. Select the tabletop as well. And make sure I got it all. I do. Then click on the little folder here. And I'm going to type in a coffee table. Then I grab everything inside the folder of coffee table. Select it all, right click, convert actors to a static mesh. Then I'm going to go to my folder for my poly kit, meshes, objects, and I'll call this low triangle underscore coffee table. Click OK, save it. Then I can get rid of this out of my scene, the coffee table, because I'm going to drag in our new one that we just made. That's now its own mesh. I can put that right in place with all the items back on top, just like that. And I saved myself quite a bit of prims. So there's a big difference between the two, and it really makes a difference in your final product, especially in VR. That could mean the difference between my gun being slow reactive when I twist my wrist, or giving you VR sickness if it's really bad. So you want to keep them tries down, especially in VR. But this was just a quick update and a little showcase of what you can do with this low poly kit and what you can make. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check the kit out. Be sure to stay tuned for what comes out of this game, the inside job. So this shooting range and training grounds should be up within the next day or two, so that'll be added into the pack. And have a good one.